Hey everybody, this is Jared talking about the problem with the Whirlpool Duet steam washers. And these washers are acting up. What they do is they do a F35 code, and then they also show SUDS. And the problem is not the analog pressure sensor most of the time, something else. It's actually capacitors on the main control board. You can see what model I've got here. I've actually got the WFW 9500 TW01. Now, I'm also working on a second one over here next to my pressure washer. And this one is the one I'm going to be showing you how to fix today. This is a WFW 9600 TW01. It's got more features on it than the 05. So what I've done already, I've actually gone in here and I've extracted the CCU, which is on this side, and it hangs right here, okay? Everybody else is telling you to replace this, and what this device is the pressure sensor, the analog pressure sensor, and everybody's like, oh, that's the problem. Well, let me tell you, it's not. So let's look over here. We've got this CCU out, and here's the problem. On here are two capacitors, one here and then one here. Okay, so they're facing opposite direction. Okay, they're that one and that one. They are 2200 10-volt capacitors. You can tell a good capacitor from a bad capacitor because this is the replacement one. You can see on the very top of the capacitor, if I can get my camera to focus on that real quick. Okay, so here's how you can tell a good capacitor from a bad one. Here's a good one, the one I'm holding up in front of you. This one's good because it is brand new, but the indicativeness of the fact that it's good is the fact that it's flat on the top. And I'm telling you, anytime a capacitor swells up, and you can tell this one is not swollen, it's flat, it's bad. And here's how little of a difference can make. All right, I'm going to try and show you why and how you'll know if yours is bad or not. Okay, here's the bad one. You can see that it's actually bulging at the top. And we're talking just millimeters. It's not very big, but you can see this is all big. It's kind of coming up. The new ones are flat. So they aren't going to be doing that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to change these two capacitors out. We're going to take this one out and we're going to take this one out. And those are the only ones we're going to change. All this one here and others that you see, like this big ones up here, are just fine, okay? Don't bother with these. These are the only two you want. This one, that one. And so I've got a soldering iron ready to go. This is actually a desoldering iron, which is actually perfect for taking things off of a component board. You can try with a regular soldering iron, but there's a hell of a chance you're going to be pretty frustrated and it's going to take a really long time. What a desoldering iron does is it actually sucks the hot metal off the board clean so it doesn't ruin the board. These two things right here, I'm going to take the lead off this and pull them off. And then I'm going to basically slide this one in. So why don't we just go ahead and begin. I'm going to cut away and just get these things off. I'm not going to show you all that. They're very simple. It's very straightforward. Just heat up the metal and basically just loosen these up and they'll come right off. And then just reverse the process by putting new ones in, putting hot solder on the bottom of the pin, making sure the contacts touch, and you're good to go. Change these two out though, okay? Hey everybody, so I've finally done it. I've replaced both of the bad capacitors, okay, on this board. So they're both just sitting here now. One just rolled away. So there's the two bad ones. They're the green And with that said, these are now this board is now ready to be reinstalled. This is good to go. So I've popped the board back inside of it. Okay guys, I've plugged the fixed ICU back in. It's very simple to do. It takes about a minute. I hook on the back here. If you've already gotten it off, you're familiar with that. I'm going to click that down. Shove that thing over. Alright, it's back in. Let's test. So this is the run and we are testing diagnostics. To do that, you put it on drain spin, put it to no spin, and then hit deep clean 4 times. What we're looking for is we're looking for it to go 0 to 001, and it's doing that. So there you go. So this is not working. That board I just put in here is repaired, and if you do the same thing on your machine, it will work.